Divine Lucar Blades. The Divine Lucar is a church. Then again, it's a church of capitalism. So I suppose it makes sense that members of Church of Capitalism would run shops. There is a small altar set up in this back room. When you get close to it, you start to feel unwelcome. Being in this room makes you feel slightly ill. Okay, we'll leave it alone. You meet a man in long, flowing priest's robes, sitting behind the counter. In your experience, it is unusual to see a holy man running a shop. Strange times. I am Father Carson. Welcome to my little shop. Is this your shop? I am a priest of the Church of the Divine Lucar. As part of my worship, I run this shop. What sort of faith does the Divine Lucar profess? Capitalism. I don't feel like discussing my faith now. Certainly not for free. We believe that the best way to improve the world is to improve ourselves, and we will bring everything up with us. But enough of all that. Time for worship. How do you worship? My holy observances will be in the form of getting rich. To that end, I have fine weapons for sale. Furthermore, I can teach you some of the monetary wisdom of my church. For a price, of course. What holy wisdom can you teach us? How to barter. Bartering is the sacred skill, the blessed negotiation through which all commerce flows. None are better at this practice than we of the Church of the Divine Lucar, but I could be persuaded to share some of our lesser secrets. Tempting, but I think we're fine. Can you teach me any holy rituals? I am afraid not. I am nowhere wealthy enough to be given that privilege by the church. And we can sell things. Not that we're going to right now. Pretty decent stuff there, though. Alright. Now for the northeast corner of this place. That's the University of Avernum. Let's take a look at the south side here first. Nothing in that house. And in here... Oh, we got some coins. Close the door. Some meat there. We can take the few copper coins. Which probably maxed us out, now that I think about it. Okay, let me just take a quick look around the outside here. Oh, this is interesting. We'll probably find information in there. Well, here's the university. You meet a wizened, scholarly-looking man with a bushy beard. He has bits of freshly ground herbs under his fingernails and green stains on his robes. I am Carlos of the University of Avernum. Are you part of the faculty here? Yes, I am a teacher at the University of Avernum, and very proud of it as well. What do you teach here? We had instructors in history, literature, and other arts. Then the instructors fled. Now we, that is, I, only teach alchemy. Where did the other instructors go? There were 4. Then 3 of them fled because of the giants. I teach alchemy now, that's all we offer. But we will be a great school one day, I'm sure of it. What sorts of alchemy do you teach? I am able to teach many valuable recipes to increase the flow of a cow's udders or to soothe the suffering of scabies. But I'm sure such mild concoctions are of no interest to travelers like yourselves. For the most part. On the other hand, for donations which will help me repair our poor school, I can teach you to make elixirs of great value. Strength Bliss Elixir? The hell is a Bliss Elixir? I'm pressing the info button, it's not telling me anything! What makes you proud of the school? It is bombarded, nearly abandoned, has no students anymore, and is ignored by the Empire even during the best of times. However, it is also my home, a potentially great place, and I am proud of it. Why is the school ignored? The Empire fears and disdains the wildness of Avernum in turn. They do not feel anyone here can truly live the life of the mind. When this war ends, however, I promise that we will prove them wrong. Okay. Is this all of the university? This is the first university in all of Avernum. Small, I know, 1 classroom, few instructors, but it is a start. Can I enroll in your college? Normally, well, you might, but we cannot take full-time students right now. And until the carnage ends, we will not be able to. Understood, thank you. Alright, probably nothing to see in any of those areas. Lorelei Armory. Fine metalwork for the ages. Alright. A stocky woman sits behind the counter polishing a new steel shield. She looks pleased to see potential customers. I am Gertrude, the armorsmith. What sort of items do you specialize in? I'm the town armorsmith. I'm pleased to see you. Things have been slow lately. Why has it been slow? Everyone is leaving, and that's not likely to change any. Nobody wants to stay in a city in which death strikes at random those who walk the streets. How are people killed randomly? The giants lob boulders over the walls day and night. They move up, throw a few, and run before our soldiers can do anything. Nobody goes out. Not a good business environment, let me tell you. And all sorts of armor, none of which we need. Well, let me take a look in this room here. There's a giant in here. He doesn't want to talk. I suppose that makes sense. Looks like this is where cows are kept. And butchered. Alright. City Hall. Alright, let's go into City Hall. You meet an aging woman. Her hair is shot through with many thin bands of gray. She wears the mayor's sash of Lorelei, which seems to weigh her down as if it was made of lead. I am Mayor Bruette. Welcome, traveler. What position do you hold in this town? I am the mayor of the fair city of Lorelei. I am currently charged with maintaining the city. How have you fared? Being the mayor of Lorelei is a difficult job, I'm afraid. I have the sacred duty of maintaining this fair city as best I can, despite the attacks. How fares Lorelei? She slumps in her throne. It is, I'm afraid, not entirely what it was. We have been grievously hurt, but soon the Empire will aid us, I am sure, and we will rise again. For now they have chosen to withdraw. Why is the Empire withdrawn? The continent of Avernum is under quarantine. Empire troops have not come to aid us for some time. However, I'm sure it is temporary. All we need to do is survive, and they will surely come to aid us soon. What have you done to survive the quarantine? Some of my troops criticize me for doing nothing to fight the giants. What fools they are. Anything we do may interfere with what the Empire is planning to help us. Do they not see the whole picture? That is why if you're here for a mission, you've come to the wrong place. Can you send a message to the Empire? I have tried. The Empire's great castle on Valor and Blackcrag Fortress is north of here, but the gates are closed against us. I am trying to find if there is a hidden way in, but I have had no luck. My faith in the Empire is absolute, but I wish there was a way I could get a courier to see Empress Prazak. I would reward one who could tell me how to reach her. Has maintaining the town been hard? The Empire alas withdrew from this area. Fortunately, I am sure this is only a temporary thing. Really? That's what you have to say about that? That wasn't really an answer. Mayor, do you have any missions for us? She leans forward and pats you on the arm. We have no need for your help, not with the Empire to look after us. Rest, stay safe, and wait. The Empire will provide, I'm sure of it. Are you sure that course is wise? Hasn't the Empire left you to your fate? And we are offering to provide help. If we can provide help, why would you not accept help? She looks annoyed. If I did not think you could be useful to us, I would have you jailed for those treasonous statements. Empress Prazak will provide. It is not for you to question her. It's not about that. Hawk's Manse. No solicitors. A large, dark mansion occupies the northwest corner of town. It was built to last. The giant's bombardment has barely affected it. The courtyard has a very pleasant little garden. You are standing at the entrance to Hawk's Manse, a massive, stately mansion at the northwest corner of Lorelei. Its basalt, gargoyle-adorned spires tower over you. It's a beautiful and imposing place. It's also off-limits. The door is securely locked and the windows are covered. There's a sign hanging from the doorknob. For sale. Interested buyers should contact Lyle at Internal Affairs. Well, at least we found the manse. I wonder what it's like inside. Well, we'll find out soon, I'm sure. I probably will buy it. Kendra's fine gloves. Gloves. He wears gloves, right? Huh. The woman behind the counter is busy repairing a gauntlet. As she works, she occasionally looks up at you with an amused expression. She acts as if she knows much that you don't. I'm Kendra. Welcome. What's for sale? Oh, I deal with gloves. I love gloves. They're utterly fascinating. You detect subtle traces of insincerity in her voice. You only sell gloves? Yes, but you can sell me goods. Any goods, from anywhere. She winks. Then you can purchase my fine, high-quality gloves. You may have heard I have other goods. I sure don't. Just wonderful, protective, warm, snug, five-fingered gloves. Drakeskin gloves, nimble gloves, and regular gloves. Well, we don't need to sell anything right now. I'm guessing if we sell something to her, we'll get to go into this hidden location in the back here, which I assume is where this Thieves Guild they mentioned is located. Lorelei Stables, Proprietor Lewis. Long episode here, I know. A muscular, swarthy horseman sits at the table, cleaning a bit and brittle. He wears a loose shirt open to the navel and is deeply and intensely tanned.
I'm Lewis.
What trade are you in?
I'm a horseman by trade. I breed and raise the mighty beasts.
A trickle of sweat trickles down his muscular chest as he speaks. How's business? His chest heaves mightily.
It's been a difficult job. Unsafe to take the mighty beasts out, what with the giants.
What have the giants been doing to your horses?
Terrible things which usually end in a stew pot. You never know when a flying rock will cripple one of my poor animals. I've been keeping them inside for some time. It's not good for them.
Do you ever sell your horses?
Yes, I raise the mightiest and most noble of beasts, deserving of mighty and noble owners, brave souls much as like yourselves. For 600 coins I can outfit you with a group of sweaty chargers, a purchase you'll never regret.
Thank you, but we already have our own horses. And you creep me out mildly. Look here. Not much in here. Pick this lock. There's gold coins, don't need to take them. A healing elixir. Disarm the trap, and a ruby. Huh. Interesting. Over here we got Randall's item shop. We were told about it. This man is dusty. Everything in this shop is dusty. The items, the counter, the proprietor. It's sort of like a junk shop, but some of the things actually look valuable. He brushes some stuff off his arm and moves up to shake your hand.
I'm Randall.
What sort of shop is this?
Objects of mixed value. I'm an item salesman.
So glad you arrived. Business has been terrible. What is an item salesman?
Here's how it works. Adventurers, looters, and other miscreants get objects. I don't care how. Then they sell them to me. Then others come and buy those objects from me. Our secret? Volume, volume, volume.
How do you know that the items haven't been stolen?
Well, I don't. I just sort of hope.
Do much volume?
Actually, I don't sell much volume of anything. I just say that because it's fun to say. Things were better when Foot Racer Province was intact.
Where's Foot Racer Province?
Northwest of here. Well, that's where it was. Its capital was the Kivatin Raya. Then the hordes of monsters came.
What sort of monsters?
Massive muscled beasts. Gray, huge and strong, lots of teeth. Wiped the whole area out. It's a shame. Most of the goods I sold were made in the Kivatin Raya. Lots of craftsmen there. All gone now.
Why has business been terrible?
Well, what do you expect? Every day someone gets wounded or killed by a flying rock. No thanks to our leaders.
How are the leaders of the city dealing with it?
Nobody in charge does anything. We just put up walls to get knocked down and absorb more punishment. Lousy for business, just lousy.
As Randall speaks with you, he idly brushes dust off his stock with an old rag. Fresh dust, seeing prime places to land, immediately settles on the spots he cleans. Ring of skill. Poison potion, really? Gremlin wine. Nothing we need. I hear you know about a special alchemy recipe.
A recipe? No, I don't know anything about... No, wait, Lyle at Internal Affairs was in the other day and mentioned he'd heard something about this amazing potion recipe. Don't know anything else about it.
Lyle at Internal Affairs. Alright, then. Okay, that's the place there. Okay, then. And... this must be the barracks. Alright, let's go in. It's gonna be a long episode. Ah! Come on, come on. You meet the commander of the guard at Lorelei.
I am Dervish Brustad. Have a seat, have a night.
Meeting an Empire Dervish and not being attacked immediately is somewhat disconcerting. It is worrying that she immediately recognizes you for what you are. How did you know we are Avernites? I mean, we have been tanning a bit. She turns toward you, adjusting her breastplate slightly.
It's my job to know. I am the commander of the forces of Lorelei. I lead us in our battles against the giants. You're probably wondering why I'm welcoming a band of Avernites.
I do wonder why nobody attacks me, even though I am an Avernite.
I did not serve in the Avernum War, but I lost friends to it.
She shakes her head wearily.
That is ancient history. Now only Avernites have had any luck fending off the plagues of monsters that afflict us. That is why I have allowed you into our city. I wanted to get your help.
Have you had much success as the commander?
No. I command my troops, all loyal and strong men and women, in the crushing war with the giants.
She clenches a gauntleted fist.
It would be less of a struggle if our leadership were not so feeble.
What's wrong with your leadership? She looks distressed, as if it's a struggle to say what she's saying.
Our mayor refuses to act. She lets our people die while waiting for the Empire to aid us. My empire, that I swore to give my life for, has shut us off. We must fend for ourselves.
The Empire doesn't help you, but you are still loyal to them?
Imagine how difficult this is for me to say. I would rather be slain by the giants than turn from my leaders. But I have soldiers to protect and the people of this town as well. That is why I am welcoming Avernites. Our people are more important than my oath.
You know what? I can understand that. But you know what? Even if your people say these Avernites are our enemies, you know what? In this case, yes, we're from Avernum, but we're not acting as Avernites. We're acting as adventurers. Sure, scouts for Avernum to find a place to live, but we've already found that. We can tell the people downstairs, look, we've got this area down in the southeast area that's perfectly safe. There's no monsters down there. There was a small undead problem, but we cleared that out. There's plenty of space for people. We cleared out the monsters in the area just to get there. You can start sending people there. All we need is permission from the local leaders and from the Empire so that we can live down there. Hell, the quarantine would actually help us because we could start sending Avernites over there and the Empire wouldn't even know. We could start settling, start sending people up, start dealing with things right here and now. But why would we do that? Why would we start settling over there and leave the northern half of Avernum to deal with these monsters? Why would we leave anyone to deal with such a problem? No, we're trying to help everyone to try and get things good. And you know what? Solving these monster problems will put us in good for the Empire. It'll show, yes, you tossed us down there. You tossed us into Avernum to die. And you went to war with us. You tried to kill us, and we fought you off. We have our independence. It's just that many of us just want to be able to see the sun again. We want to live on the surface again. We have no hard feelings towards you. Or at least many of us don't. So we're helping you. Help us. We're helping you. How do you plan to fend for yourselves?
That is why I have welcomed you here. I hoped there were things you could do for us.
We would like to help you. Do you have any missions for us?
The Giants' caverns are southeast of here. They've taken many of their personal possessions of those they've slain, items that by right belong to the families. Bring back the dead's possessions, and I will pay you out of my own pocket.
I might have something belonging to one of your soldiers. She asked to see anything you took from the Giants that might have belonged to one of her soldiers. You don't have anything she recognizes. Do you have any other missions for us?
The Giants' caverns are southeast of here. They've captured several of our soldiers. If you can get in and free the soldiers from the fort, I will pay you out of my own pocket.
We'll work on that gladly. How are your troops holding up under the stress?
Very well. My praise is scarce, but they deserve it. Loyal and strong, if sometimes a little deranged.
Deranged?
Well, one fellow passing through here said he'd seen dragons. Dragons! As if they hadn't been wiped out years ago. Forget his name. He headed up to Drogness to serve there. If you meet him, try not to get him started. He'd rant for hours.
Dragons. Okay, I remember long ago reading that the surviving dragons from Avernum actually went up to the surface. If he's seen them, and now that I think about it, we did actually find what looked like a dragon scale in the filth factory. Could they be the ones causing this? Doesn't seem likely, but it's possible. Have a nice day. Alright, let's look around. Yeah, guard dog. Who are you? Just a bladesman.
Excuse me, please. Thank you. Looks like that's about everything that's in here. That's where the weapons are held, and in here we have more of the barracks. Alright, only one other thing to do. You work for the Empire, Lyle. Do you know how I might be able to enter Blackcrack Fortress? Well, that is illegal, you know. If you were to want to enter, you would be disobeying the commands of Empress Prozac, no matter how much I might want someone like you to reach her and tell her how hard life has become here. So because of that, I will not tell you of the rumors. There have been tales of caverns that lead into Blackcrag, and that the entrance to those tunnels is to the east of that great fortress. No, I will not discuss that, not at all. Of course, we heard absolutely nothing. There was something in my ear there. And I heard that you might be able to tell me about where to find a powerful potion recipe. He raises his eyebrows. Yes, I've heard of the recipe for Knowledge Brew, but only because Foxfire mentioned it to me. She's a bard who travels around the nearby towns. You may want to ask her about it if you see her. The recipe for Knowledge Brew? Holy crap! Yes, that is incredibly valuable. And we'd want to make a lot of those. Alright. The only things left to do in this episode are to buy the manse over there and head back to Upper Avernum. But this episode has gone on long enough. I think it's like 45 minutes. This is going to be a two-parter. So we'll take care of those kinds of things in the next episode. Till then, I am Chester44. That is Carl, Napur, Pollux, and Teresa. This has been an Avernum 3 Let's Play, and I shall see you all next time.